Hey Mo Crew. So there's been a couple things going on lately. Recently had a mishap with my previous truck. My F-150 ended up getting broken down, and I mean it's an older truck, and it had some high miles, so it was kind of expected, but I just didn't expect it so soon because I bought it a year ago for very reasonable price. So that kind of makes it a little, you know, anyway, still upsetting. Anyway, just went ahead and went to the dealership and I bought myself a Dodge Ram Lone Star Edition. Pretty excited about it. Very nice. It's got all the bells and whistles, stuff that I don't normally even use, but I probably might not end up using. But it's just nice to have all those options. But anyway, this video is about. We're still in the spring season. There's still a lot of turkey hunting going on and everything, and there's some people who have not necessarily gotten into it yet, and so this video is mainly for them. If you're part of my Mo crew and you have never tried turkey hunting before, I'm going to go over budget turkey gun building. And I'll be going over my personal Franken-Gun because I just take. The whole reason why I call it Franken-Gun is because it's multiple parts pulled into not necessarily a turkey gun, but I kind of made it into one, and you'll find out why. Alright, so here it is. I'm going to get into the nitty gritty with this shotgun. Oh, the first things I'd like to say is I really, really like it. I started out as just looking for a semi-automatic shotgun and a 12 gauge, so those are my two things. I did want a shorter barrel. I was actually originally thinking about getting a Remington 870 tactical for my turkey gun. I know a lot of you are probably thinking like, well, aren't normally turkey guns pretty long barreled, you know, like wouldn't you just normally have like a goose/duck shotgun, just change the chokes out to make it a turkey shotgun? Well, you're mainly right. Just depends on what you are looking for as a turkey gun and what type of attributes you want. Okay, so the thing that drew me to wanting a tactical shotgun for my turkey gun was the fact that if I'm sitting in a blind and there's a turkey coming up and everything, if I'm not already drawn and aiming towards the turkey, I have very limited room inside that blind. So that's if I decide to use a blind this past year, and the guided hunt that I just did, we didn't have blinds. So, but in the event that you do use a blind, I mean, you don't want the sound of the material getting scraped with the end of the barrel and everything. So you just pull. It's easy to pull a shotgun up, and a shorter one especially, and take aim and fire. So having a shorter barrel really helps, and you know you're not getting hung up on branches whenever you're walking through the woods. This is a CZ712. What got my attention with this gun was it was very affordable. I got it for $330 through Sportsman's Guide, and the people who provide Sportsman's Guide with some firearms is Bill Hickson Company. They're a Minnesota company. I got this for $330, and I got it transferred at Sportsman's Guide for free. They do their FFL processing for free, and it's really awesome. I like that. So it just kind of builds, a reputation with customers, and customers really, really like the fact that they don't have to pay a transfer fee because they already did business with Sportsman's Guide. So it's very good business practice through Sportsman's Guide. The feature that this shotgun has, the original tube, so I have a tube extension on here, but I'll get to that later. This tube stops at right about here, the original length, and that's a 5-round tube. And so actually, pretty sure it's a 5+1, so 7 plus 1 equals 8. So with this tube extension, this makes it 7 rounds in this entire magazine extension, plus 1 in the chamber. But I mean, like when I'm walking out to my spot, I don't chamber around. Once I finally get to my spot, that's when I chamber around and put on safe, and then I'm ready to go, pretty much. So starting out, this shotgun didn't have a sling, it didn't have any sights, only had the white dot sight that this fiber optic is sitting in front of. With high contrast, it's easier to like pick out your target, like a turkey and everything. What I did is actually I patterned this shotgun in with the stock choke, the stock full choke, that what came with the CZ712 utility. Oh, by the way, this thing is called the utility. I think the reason is because like 20-inch barrel is kind of a medium barrel, so you can use it for home defense. It's not too long, too cumbersome, and everything. And you could also use it for just about everything. It came with like 4 other chokes, which is pretty sweet. I got this one as an aftermarket, as I described in previous videos. This is a turkey choke. It says TKY on the outside of it. It's made by Carlson's, and I had really good experiences with this thing. I already killed a turkey this year with it, so and this shotgun's killed 3 turkeys already. So this is my first turkey gun, and it has not let me down. So the feature that makes it a turkey gun, well, it has the rear sight fiber optic and the front sight fiber optic. And if I could maybe, this thing's actually gonna verify that it's unloaded. I know it is, but for you, since you're my viewer, there you go. So if you look down the sight here, you'll be able to see that this is the rear green. So you line up that red dot right here as a front sight between the 2 green trenches right here on the rear. So yeah, I really like this shotgun. So whole reason why I call it the Franken-Gun kind of makes sense based off of all the features I've added to it to make it my turkey gun. Before, it wouldn't have made the best turkey gun. Yes, you would have been able to kill stuff with it, but the turkey choke allowed you to get tighter patterns at 40 yards. The last turkey that I killed was at 40 yards, and is that big one right up here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's in the background. So, yeah. And so the choke helped at that. 30 yards was with the original choke that I had, and I killed those 2 turkeys on the bottom with the original choke. So yeah, I'm going to go over the price of what everything cost to put into my Franken-Gun. And the reason why I call it the Franken-Gun is because it's multiple parts to build one. So, you know, the story of Frankenstein, like, he's one person built of multiple dead bodies. So, not to get too graphic or anything, but it's kind of just the same concept behind this gun right here. So the Carlson's choke, that was around 30 bucks right here. The Sling itself was like 11 bucks at Walmart. These Tru-Glo turkey sights on the back right here were was a $25 set. And the tube extension, whole reason why I actually really wanted to get a tube extension was not because I needed the extra shots lately. Well, I mean, my first turkey hunt, I shot from a decent distance, and the first shot knocked the turkey down, but I started running, got up, kind of wounded and everything, so I shot it again and missed that second time, and the third shot finally hit it and killed it. But I don't know, it's just nice having options for a shotgun and everything, and having you may not need it, but it's always nice to have it, extra round capacity and everything. I know Minnesota doesn't really restrict round capacity when it comes down to ground fowl, but for waterfowl it's 2 or 3 shots that you're limited to, so you'd actually have to put a plug inside this right here. For me, all I'd have to do is just get rid of the tube extension and put in the original, and then also include the plug, put the plug inside the original extension. But the thing that drew me to this extension mainly, not because of the added capacity, but it was because it had a sling swivel stud. And before I had like this barrel adapter where it had like a strap, but the strap kept on coming undone. So what it did, it had like a cinch down kind of like this, but every single time I tried to shoulder it, it kept on coming undone, and then with the shotgun falling off and, you know, like hitting the ground and getting the barrel full of mud and everything. So now I have this all nice and secured, and it's all one piece, and it's brilliant. I love it. So overall, like, the shotgun has been a budget turkey gun, and it's served the purpose and it's done very, very well. I've been hitting things at 40 yards very precisely, hitting the head and everything, never ever having to pick any shot out of the turkey breasts and everything. So I'm super grateful with this gun, and it served me well, and it's, you know, I made this gun into my own turkey gun, starting from just a stock self-defense, home defense shotgun. So yeah, if you're ever considering making your own turkey gun, definitely recommend CZ, the 712. This one, there's the main 712, which is like a 24-inch barrel. And then there's the CZ712 utility, which is, you know, the 20-inch barrel, and has a ventilated rib and everything for, you know, cooling off easier and everything. And it also helps with adding these fiber optic sights on it. So if you're looking into getting a turkey gun, this is a great place to start, and you can just make it your own. You know, I've never seen a turkey gun like this, so I mean, everybody has those fancy Berettas and those Benellis and everything. I just have a budget CZ, and it is interchangeable with the Beretta and the Benelli parts, so you can't really go wrong. I appreciate you for watching, and I'll be doing some more firearm related videos in the future. If you have any suggestions, go ahead and comment below on this video, and be sure to enjoy the outdoors and stay safe out there.
Number one is going to be the Carlson TSS. With the TSS turkey choke, you have a lot tighter pattern concentrated on the target point or point of aim, which is where I lined up my fiber optic sights. So this simulated the turkey's head. As you can see, the turkey's head, I had the biggest concentration of BBs, and here is the rest of the shot pattern and everything.